Woo!
What's up?
Oh. Dude, Aaron, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going well, dude. Just, typical Monday, going to work, just waiting to be right here talking to you,
Dude,
talking about football.
ah,
Even though my team sucks like shit, we are going to talk about all the good teams and all the great matchups and how to
dude,
win your bets. And,
exactly.
and
It's,
even if we win out, we're still not going to make it. It's okay. Everything's fine.
dude, never say never. I mean, Commanders technically weren't eliminated until this past week, so anything is possible.
Just one more week, dude. Just one more week.
Hey, it's a week by week league. I
Yeah,
mean, people
it
said we were
is.
dead, and we still need a lot to happen. So,
That's true.
we'll just take it as it comes. But it's just like ready to break down all this ball. We had a crazy slate.
It,
Saturday football, Christmas right around the corner. All
yeah.
I want for Christmas is a Bills W, and a playoff berth,
There you go. Yeah.
and more, maybe. But we'll see.
Don't
We'll
want
see.
to, make your dreams too big. Like you gotta
No,
keep them manageable.
dude, one game at a time, one week at a
Exactly.
time. Make
Exactly.
the playoffs, see what happens.
1-0, baby. 1-0.
1-0, exactly, exactly. And this week we're 0-0, so we need to get to 1-0.
Yeah. There you go.
But that being said, speaking of all these great games, Aaron, what was your game? What stuck out to you this week?
Dude, give me the Panthers over Atlanta Falcons. You did it again.
Ew.
You did it again, and you did it against the division rival, arguably like one of the worst losses of Arthur Smith's career. Um, Put a button in it, dude. I don't see the Atlanta Falcons winning for the rest of the season.
Really, you think so?
I don't think they got. I mean, I know
This
the
is
division is
intriguing.
terrible,
Yeah.
but in the last 3 weeks they have the Colts, the Bears, and the Saints. I think the Bears are playing really good
Ooh.
football, even though they lost. And I
Yeah.
think the Colts just showed the Steelers the fucking door.
Yep.
And Saints have a pretty good defense. So I don't know unless
No.
Arthur Smith decides to use his high caliber draft picks.
No.
No,
No
exactly.
chance. I
So
think they're already banking on just seeing who they're going to get for a draft pick next year.
yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, Panthers just trying to hopefully hold off Chicago Bears getting a as high a draft pick as they want, a
Exactly.
number one for whatever, and then Falcons. Yeah, you're just hoping that what is it, a Heisman winner or Caleb Williams like falls to you somehow. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, good. Like Desmond, hey, thank you, appreciate it. You're gonna have a great career as a backup. Get out. Like,
Yeah, maybe Drake May will fall to their level. If they don't get Jalen, what's his name? Jalen.
Jaden Daniels.
Yes,
Yeah, dude, I like
yes,
him a lot. I like him a
yes.
lot. I think Drake May is probably a little overrated, but it's so tough to grade these kids out of college and like where they go. So,
Yeah.
but what are you gonna do? On that note, dude, being in line with the name of the show, how about those Bills absolutely curb stomping the Dallas Cowboys in Buffalo? Changed the name on the song, and it's now blown out in Buffalo.
Oh, dude,
Blew
I
that
will, I
back
will,
out,
I will
baby.
personally apologize for even fearing that the Dallas Cowboys could do anything against you guys. And like you said, I don't think anyone wants to see you guys further into the postseason, especially if you're going to be humming on all cylinders like that. I thought the Dallas Cowboys would put up a fight, and
I thought so too. I thought they would at least score a touchdown. I mean, not to say that they didn't, but I mean that was garbage time. Who cares? But
yeah,
I was like, wow, potential MVP front runner Dak Prescott, and just absolutely, it's like he wasn't playing. Like there was a
yeah,
backup. And
yeah,
Micah Parsons, not a single play, unreal.
yeah. I don't know really what to say to that. I mean, go Bills, obviously, but like that was just a beating of proportion, dude. Like
Uh
when
huh.
I turned it on at halftime because I had just gotten back from I think my
Hmm.
parents' house after dinner. I was
Nice.
like, oh, this should be a good game, right? No,
That's what I
no.
thought. I was like, oh, this should have been the Sunday nighter right here. I was like, here we go, prime time, baby. And like Loki, it kind of was, but at the same time, I was just like, holy cow.
Yeah,
Just thorough, up and down. I love it. I love the way this team is playing. This is how we should play at home, especially. But I tried to warn you. I tried to bait you too by telling you, can you imagine Chase? Come on. Like just telling you how, oh, I love it. I love when the Cowboys
yes.
lose.
I had to eat my words for sure.
Yeah, but that was a sick game to me. Just another quick honorable mention since Holden's out today. Commanders almost had a comeback win with Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby had more offensive yards in one drive than Sam Howell had all game.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, it was
Oh my
nuts.
goodness.
Or maybe it was like two possessions, but still, like just absolutely
Hmm.
obliterated it. And it's got you thinking what's going to happen next year. Probably nothing, but you never know. But I don't know about you. Enough about last week. On to the next one. On to the
Please
next game.
make me forget this week. Make me
it's
forget this past week.
okay.
Is it?
It's okay.
Is I still have
It's good.
flashbacks.
It's gonna be okay. Just close your
Mitch
eyes.
Trubisky throwed another interception. Oh god.
Just
Oh
feel
god.
the sweet soft pillow go over your face and just don't resist, buddy. Don't
Go
resist.
silently
It's
into the
okay.
night.
It's okay. it's it's not your fault.
It's not.
But
I'm just a
sometimes it does
fan.
feel like your fault.
Well, it's like I was telling Naya, like Naya's like, you don't have to feel this bad for a game. So I'm just like, Naya, you don't understand. I represent these people. I
Yeah.
go out and wear the shirts in public and I get publicly shamed because my team sucks ass. It's like, have you ever had someone come up to you and be like, "Hey, that was a pretty shitty game, huh?" It's like, no, I don't want to talk about this. Like, leave me
Dude,
alone.
talk about my whole childhood. Just be like, you're a Bills fan, they suck. And I'm like looking at the record end of the year at like 3-13. I'm like, yes, we do. We are so bad.
Bro.
Like, but I'm not gonna switch up. You just can't switch up. Your team's your
No.
team.
No.
You're either born into it or you decide at a young age, and that's it for life. That's your
Yep.
life as a man. It's
Yep.
like favorite dinosaur, favorite truck, whatever. A favorite rock, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's at least 30% of your personality, if not
Oh,
more,
for sure. For
for
sure.
the rest of your life. But back to football here.
Yeah.
Saints, Rams, NFC
Sorry.
matchup. No, dude, I like the hat. I also like the jacket. I told you that the
Oh
other
yeah,
day
the
when I saw
Orvis.
you. Yeah, dude, I
Orvis,
love
yeah.
Orvis, dude. Shout out Orvis, new sponsor, partially biased merch coming out.
Hey, I will.
Sponsored with
I will.
Orvis.
I will take that sponsor.
Dude,
Give
I'm
me a
just telling you.
20% off, something like
You know what
that.
would be easy for us? Why not partially biased peanut butter? Our initials are already
PB.
PB.
Huh.
Maybe we just like buy our favorite brand and slap a label on there and not tell anyone. Like,
That'll go over so well.
just do a little markup. There's no
Yeah.
way. There's that. There's we'll send it to the legal team first. They'll run it over. But Aaron, Rams
Yeah.
are on a roll. Saints
Yeah.
not too bad. Playoff seeding is in effect here. Who you rolling with? Rams or Saints?
I like the Rams. I really like what they're doing on the offensive side of the ball. I like what Stafford's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the Saints defense has been like up and down. I feel
Yeah.
like against certain teams, and not even good teams, but just certain teams, they don't play well.
Nah.
I don't know if that's the offensive scheme or something like that, but I think Sean McVay is too good of a coach,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're gonna win here, especially at home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Oh, dude, I'm with you. I want to be on the New Orleans Saints as bad as anyone else. But yeah, I love the home team. I love that Rams had a nice little win. Almost got away from them at the end, but
mm,
they're the better team here. I'm staying away from the spread for now. I'm chomping at the bit to bet these games, because we only got like 3 weeks left, and then after that, betting baseball is the same. Betting basketball is the same. It's just
no,
it's not my knowledge, the lack thereof shows a little bit more there. So
yeah,
yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. But Aaron,
hmm
are you ready?
no, no,
Too bad you're going. It's your game of the week, baby.
yay!
Cincinnati is coming to the Berg, and they're favored by 2.5.
Yep,
You gonna put TJ Watt in a QB at halftime, maybe? Or a
maybe.
Wildcat?
No, actually, did you hear the news?
No, what's the news?
We are starting Mason Rudolph.
What is happening? What actually is going on?
So level with me real quick.
I'll try.
Mike Tomlin is really good at managing the expectations of the media, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Just not Pittsburgh media, because Pittsburgh media has been calling for his head for the last couple months now, if not years. But there's got to be something more going on. There's got to be
You think?
something that's not clicking, because like he usually isn't this like at a loss for words, because his press conference after the game was just like, yeah, we got to change something. because this ain't working. It's just like, well, no shit, dude. Like you just got blown out by the Colts, which you were actually like you weren't favored, but like no one expected us to just roll over after 13 unanswered points at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
So for that offensive ineptitude to happen just all throughout the game, and then we had penalties all over the damn place. We had just a lack of production after the second half or after the first half. It was just like, what is going on? I honestly had to like turn off the game for a couple minutes just to be like, I need to calm down. This is really hard to watch. Like this is so it's just
the
really
dogs are looking at you. They're all concerned. They're like, "Watch
they're
out,
looking at
upset."
they're looking at Niall like, is he gonna be all right? Like I'm
Yeah,
just sort of
he's
like,
gonna make it.
what is going on? But dude, yeah, there's got to be something going on, and like I know that we don't really talk about the defense too much because of Minka
Hmm.
and TJ and Cam Hayward,
Hmm.
but the defense hasn't been playing well either. Like honestly, like that performance we just put on this past week
Hmm.
probably is up there for worst in the league. Like I would believe any team could have beaten us last week if we play like that every single Sunday. So like I'm gonna be partially biased. I'm still gonna pick the Steelers because hey, why not? But like
What do we got left to lose?
exactly, we could
Hey,
win out
no,
and still
no
not make the
Jamar Chase
playoffs.
probably.
Oh, oh, great. I
So
mean,
that's something.
T. Higgins is just gonna run up all over us. Whatever. Look, at this point, Mason Rudolph can't be worse. I hope so. I really hope so.
It's just like
Because
he started some games for y'all, but I can't remember the last time he started, and it's just like I
2020
know, ooh, I know
or
he's
no
been there for a while, so it's
2019.
like he knows the system. Like I don't know, like what you have there, but
Yeah, I think this is kind of an admission of defeat. Like I again love Mike Tomlin, I love the Steelers, but this couldn't be more of a hey, we're just gonna try whatever works. Because like even if we win out again, there's no guarantee we make the playoffs because of that last loss,
mhm.
if not the one prior to that. And so again, sky's the limit with Mason Rudolph, but I would not be surprised if Jake Browning comes in and destroys us. I would not be surprised.
It's not happening. Not in the Berg, man. Not in the
I,
Berg.
dude, we just took two embarrassing losses in the Berg, man. I wish I shared your enthusiasm, and as a fan, this really, really sucks. And I haven't been in this position in a long time.
It's probably the worst that the Pittsburgh defense has been, like probably the entirety of your life, almost, more or less, or like since Big Ben, like his rookie season.
Yeah, I'll say like the last time we had a really, really, really bad defense was like
Offense, offense,
2016.
offense.
Oh, offense, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, the prior seasons before that, I think Ben's last season was pretty bad, and like the other seasons we went like 9-8. Besides the one year that Ben had an injury,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's tough. These years happen. It sucks,
It
but
does. I feel like y'all almost have like not the same thing as like the Pats, but it's like how obviously not obviously, but what is his face? Mayo boy, freaking milk bag,
Levis.
Mac Jones.
Oh, milk bag,
Yeah, pretty much. Whatever. He's something. He's
milkman.
yeah, he's not good. Anyway, I just feel it's just like we can almost say at this point that he's a bust for a first round draft pick, and it's just you don't want to use that word in the same sentence for Kenny, but you're starting to ask that question of like, oh, was it just like a weak draft class year and we had a need and we needed to address it, and now like
I mean, that's
flush it, try
That's what it's
again.
starting to look like. But Kenny has proven that he can win. I
Hmm.
feel like if we give him an offensive line that's worth a crap
Hmm.
and a play caller that can call an actual offense besides two interim guys, because like at this point you're really thinking like what can we do with two guys? One guy's calling the play, one guy's handling personnel meetings.
Hmm.
It's like, what do we really expect? Do we really expect like a Joe Brady situation where he just comes in and drops 30 with, all like really good pieces? No, that's not what you have in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And with the starting quarterback being hurt all the time, you could say that Kenny is injury prone. I mean, in the past two seasons, he's missed, I think, around like 12 games.
Oof.
Granted, that's 6 games a season, but those pile up, especially when these games come in that are must win because you're just not getting the right amount of plays or right amount of offense.
Yeah, and
So,
that is just not. He's not getting any help on the ground game. Like,
I mean,
and
we
that's
were
just.
for a little, but like again,
But
it's
like
just
sporadic. I mean, especially again from Najee Harris, another first round draft pick. Like, and it's just tough. It's like to your point, is like, is it the offensive line? Like, what is it? Like, how do we
I
make it
mean,
more effective?
the offensive line is like really bad still.
Okay. Noted.
We
Noted.
yeah, yeah. So anyways, I'm picking the Steelers. Uh, yeah, go
Sad
Pittsburgh.
pick.
Go Pittsburgh.
Go Stellars. I'm sorry, Aaron. I gotta pick Cincy here. Just
It's
for my
okay.
record.
It's okay.
I'm gonna take the spread too. I hope I'm wrong. 2.5 seems a little light. I know the Bengals almost gave up one against a not very great Minnesota team to a
I hated
backup,
that
but
too. Like watching Minnesota
no.
choke that away.
Same thing for
Come
Chicago
on.
choking it away against the Browns. I was like, those were two games that could have helped the Bills a good amount, and we were so close. We were so close. But this is why I
Especially the
can't have
Bears,
nice
dude.
things.
The Bears like final Hail Mary and they
Yeah,
passed it back to them, dude.
it was just nuts. That was just so sad to watch. Like, ugh, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Moving
Uh,
on.
moving on. Surprise, surprise. Back to back game of the week. It's my game of the week,
Woo.
baby. Bills by a freaking billion. 2 games in a row. Knocked off the Chiefs. Knocked off the Cowboys. Now we got to go out west to the Chargers to play a Saturday game, Christmas Eve. Santa may be coming early, getting a Bills W, dropping it off, but only if you've been nice.
Ah,
So don't be acting up this close to Christmas, let me tell you. Because Santa is
hey,
double checking that, John.
Santa's
Um,
been watching James Cook, and he's probably gonna give him another pair of touchdowns, if not
no,
three.
James Cook is such an anomaly to me because, like, I don't say the limited media spots I've seen him do, or just like post game interviews or whatever. Like,
Mm.
just not a talker. Dude's just really just a baller. He's like, yeah, it was good out there. It was fine. Like, even the times I've seen him crack a smile, it's only like on the field after a play or whatever. Dude is just like solely there for ball. He's like, yeah, I'm not here for it. He's like, okay, cool. Can we play football yet? Can I get back
Yeah,
in? Like,
it kind of reminds me of Bill Belichick was like, "I'm never smiling until we win the Super Bowl." It's kind of like hey, I'm all about that business, bro.
dude,
I'm
hey, he
all about
stood
that.
on business. He
He
stood on business. That was
stood.
absolutely nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a Bills game like that in my life. So where we just ran the ball that effectively, and it was just phenomenal to see. Love to see it. Energy at Orchard Park was off the chain. Sucks we're gonna be losing it this week on the road, but we're favored by a whopping 10.5. I know Chargers just got their absolute asses handed to them over and over again, but I'm hoping that happens again. If we play as good as we did this past week, or even close to it, I think we're gonna cover 10.5 kind of easy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I know there's like this thing that, once you fire your head coach, you're destined to have another win. And it's like,
yeah,
I think in any other spot where you have a starting quarterback and you have your starting wide receiver and you have
yeah.
you have, all the pieces in place, like their defense is still okay, I guess, but they got shown the freaking door last week.
Yeah, it was like a JUCO game playing like Alabama or something like that. It
Yeah,
was like this is not a fair fight by any means. But it's just so funny that it's just like it's just the perfect storm of stuff you don't want to happen. It's like
right.
franchise QB gets injured, both your star wide receivers are injured. Oh, and by the way, not only just the head coach, but the GM too fired. I was like, oh, it just that sucks if you're a Bolts fan. Shout out Jamal. Sorry about your Bolts
Yeah,
fan, but that's a tough one, but we're gonna bring him to him, and I'm all on it. I love the Bills here. You know that's on my card, always is.
yeah.
So
I will tail you there, dude. I can't see the Bills losing this game. I don't care if it's away. Bills Mafia travels, at least, especially after this game that they just had. I mean,
yeah,
I can't see, like, it would be a miracle and a half for the Bolts to have some type of chance here.
I mean at the
I,
same time, we can't take it for
yeah, you can't
granted.
take them easy. Can't take
Hey,
them easy.
we can't underestimate them. They're still professional athletes. So Buffalo, let's get in there, get out with a win, on to the next one game at a time.
Yep.
Word, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Keeping it rolling here to an exciting division matchup for the NFC North here. Detroit Lions going not too far to the state of 10,000 Lakes, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Detroit favored 3 after beating the Broncos pretty handedly. Meanwhile, Minnesota almost pulling upset. So, Aaron, who you got in this game? Is Detroit covering?
I know Detroit doesn't play well away from home, but yeah,
Oh,
I think I mean I look, it's a 3 point game spread. I'll take it. Honestly,
hmm
like the Lions just have to button it up. I mean, I know Montgomery didn't have too much of a run there for a little bit, but I mean Jameer Gibbs is still good. Amon Ra is still good.
yeah.
I trust this Lions defense more than I trust this Vikings defense.
hmm
So if anything, it'll be entertaining. You know, over under is 46.5. I could see that, to be honest.
Like that.
So
That is an interesting number.
I'm gonna take Detroit here to clinch the division because this is all it takes.
hmm
And yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no, not quite a must win for Detroit. I think they'll make the playoffs anyway. I know the NFC is still tight, but they just want to lock that up, hang a banner, champs first time in like 40 years probably.
yeah, it's like
Like that's just
72 or
sick.
something.
I think it was, or like 83. I don't know. Something absurd that's just like
Oh,
still a very long time before our time. I'm on them Detroit Kitties. I'm taking the points, -3. They're gonna give it to them. Lightning is striking twice for this Minneapolis team. They're still not good, especially without Kirk Cousins. So that's an easy one in my brain. Moving on to also an easy one, I hope. Green Bay traveling down to the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, play them Carolina Panthers. Green Bay is favorite -5 here. Oh, Green Bay let me down this past week. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, got a soft spot for those Bucks that they lost to. Baker, first quarterback in NFL history to have a perfect passer rating in Lambeau. Nuts. Well, for an
really?
away quarterback, not a home quarterback, but yeah, crazy stat, crazy stat.
That is wild.
I think Green Bay they got to bounce back. Carolina got a lucky win. Let's add some of that up to bad weather in Carolina. A ton of rain. It's
Sure.
gonna be Green Bay. They're gonna lay the points. Taking that absolutely. Aaron, what do
Okay.
you think?
I mean, I'm with you. I think Green Bay, I think we just thought too highly of Jordan Love. I think we just thought that he was going to be way
Yeah.
more dynamic. And I know he didn't have Watson back,
That
but
was huge.
yeah, but I mean, Reed's still doing well. And I forget the other guy. I just picked him up in fantasy. I picked him up like
Aaron
way last
Jones,
minute. No,
AJ
he
Dillon.
did come back. No,
I
the other
know.
wide
What's up with
receiver.
that? Whatever. He's not that good
Reeks, I
anyway.
think it's Reeks, something like that.
Reeks,
Yeah,
sure.
weeks. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'll take Green Bay here. The
Squeaks.
Panthers stink. Um, Great win. Congratulations, you did it twice. Um, and you
Hey,
also beat
congrats
Arthur
to
Smith.
their interim head coach.
Yes,
First start of his
yes,
career, dude. It's a big
yes.
deal
That's
for
it.
a horrible football team. Sure.
Anyways, yeah, I'll take Green Bay.
Dude, nice. That's a no-brainer. Easy, easy peasy. To a much more entertaining game here. Indianapolis traveling down to the dirty South. ATL Falcons. Indy and the Horseshoe favored 2.5. Aaron, I need these
Yeah,
Colts to lose some games. They're getting a little too hot down the stretch here. And I hate to remind all our listeners and viewers at home, but someone on this show may or may not have. We're going to have to check the long record books. May or may not have predicted these Colts to not win a single game, and that quickly erupted. Didn't pick them to win a single game, let alone potentially make the playoffs or win their division.
yeah,
Nuts.
yeah.
ATL going to play spoiler at home. They're going to play good at home.
God no, dude.
Oh,
Look, this Colts defense made the Pittsburgh Steelers, even more one-dimensional than they already were.
yeah.
But you know what? Let's see it, Indy. With the backs against the wall,
Yeah.
you have to win out in order to beat. Actually, they're tied with the Jaguars and Houston
hmm
Texans.
Yeah.
That's incredible, honestly, especially from what we both thought. Because you thought they went 0-17. I thought they were going to go 3-14. We did not have high aspirations for this team. I'm
Nope.
sorry, Cabell.
Sorry, Cabell. My
Sorry,
bad,
yes,
dude.
sorry, Indy fans, but go ahead and get you some.
Go get some.
go out and win this game. It's Arthur Smith. He sucks. Just get out of there with the dub.
Dude, is wow, you really don't like this Arthur Smith guy. That's
I
wild.
really don't. He's ruined fantasy for a lot of people, including myself. So
Hey, sometimes I do that to myself, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm on Indy here too. I want ATL to get this win. It would help the Bills out a good little bit.
come on, dude,
Uh,
be biased. Come on.
dude, I know. I want to be wrong. I'm betting to be wrong. We're
Don't
gonna
you
do the
love you
fake
some
out.
Bijan, some London,
Who? Actually, London's not bad.
Pitts?
That's a big who. I don't even know who that
Who's
is.
that?
Who's that? Not only that, it's just Gardner Minshew is definitely the better quarterback here against Desmond Ritter or what's his face? Washington legend Taylor
Oh,
Heineke.
Heineke, yeah.
Wow.
Tough QB matchup right there. You know.
Yeah, it really is. So it's the Colts game to lose here. It'd be great to see them lose for my Bills, but just can't deny the facts here. I think Indiana is going to win this game, and they're going to lay the points at -2.5 to my card. Going here to a real barn burner, enormous AFC playoff implications. Trying to find a new way to say that instead of huge, enormous.
Gargantuan.
Then they need a thesaurus for that one.
That's an SAT word, dude.
Good thing I only took that once.
Yay!
Yahoo! So much fun. Golly, that would be a good punishment. I think that is a fantasy football
It
punishment. It's like
is,
go take
yeah.
the SAT. That's gonna be too much commitment because that's like what, a 4 hour test, 2 hour test?
Yeah. You gotta get
Or
up early. You gotta you
yeah,
kind
you
of
gotta
feel
get up
some
early on
sense
a
of
Saturday.
you
Ooh.
gotta feel like some sense of like competition. You don't want to do poorly on the SAT, right?
Yeah, because then someone's gonna call you an idiot. Like, but I don't know. Part of me is
Are you
just
just
like,
gonna
oh, what if
put
I just filled out?
A?
Yeah, just like C. Because okay, good. Yeah, I'm done. It's like, wow, that guy must be so smart. But also, it's like you're the oldest person in there
Yeah,
by probably like 20 years.
exactly. What's this 30-year-old doing taking the SAT?
It's like
Uh,
what? It's like, hello, fellow kids.
I consider myself a kid. It's myself or whatever that was from.
I'm a kid at heart. I consider
Yeah, yeah.
myself something of a child myself.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, dude. Oh, to the game. Cleveland, Houston, in H Town. Houston favored -2.5. Cleveland's won, I believe, 3 games in a row with Joe Flacco at the helm. Elite Joey F.
Just something about a pocket passer, dude.
Dude, it's just like his beard. He reminds me a lot of Aaron Rodgers. He's just an older, stable figure, but
Oh
just less
God.
problematic. And not all about the spotlight. He's a baller. He's here to ball. That's for darn sure. I don't know if you watched any of that game, but apparently he has an incentive for every win that he gets. Wasn't as much money as I thought it would be. It's still a lot of money. 75 grand per win.
Hmm.
I don't know why initially I heard 7,500 and I was like, my man's making $750,000 per game per W.
I mean
I'm
that.
like, he's gonna
Yeah.
ball out. Them kids going to college, they're going to grad school, whatever. They just ain't working. But I was like, dang, only 75K? I was like, seems a little light, like for
I mean,
NFL starters.
you got to think like Cleveland poured money into Watson. There is no way that they're gonna sign anybody for a QB friendly or like a team friendly deal. And like he signed a vet minimum, right? It was like two million, something like that.
It wasn't big. I know they actually gave him a year contract just to
Yeah,
like, oh, this works. Like this is
right.
this is good. Let's stop the revolving door because Watson is that big question mark. It's like, can he even throw? It's not about the athleticism. It's not about the off the field issues. It's and also a deal that's never been heard of, guaranteed money for how much time. GM and coach are 1,000% attached to that deal, and if it does
Oh
not
yeah.
work out, it will go down as the worst deal in all sports history, pretty
I
much.
mean, it'll still be that way if Joe Flacco takes him to a Super Bowl. You didn't
Yeah.
need to pay him that much, ever.
Well, but
And it
you're the
kind of,
Browns.
well, Browns are gonna Browns, dude. But like,
Yeah.
you think about it, like this is kind of the ongoing issue with all of the QB injuries this season. Is like
Hmm.
you got a guy like Joe Burrow who's currently making the most out of any non-guaranteed, fully guaranteed
Yep.
contract,
Huge deal. Huge deal.
and he just went out for the season. And Jake Browning is
Looks
playing
good.
outstanding.
Looks
So
real good.
does that beg the question? Is Joe Burrow a system quarterback?
I don't know, but I did see a similar thing, and I'm wondering if you saw the same thing of what happened with Tom Brady
Ah, yeah, I did
and
see
the
that
guy he was
comparison.
originally backing up for. I believe it was Drew
Joe
Bledsoe at the time.
Bledsoe, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, signed a league top tier deal, gets injured for a season, and then little underling Tom Brady really lights it up. And then everyone in the front office is like, huh, we just paid him a lot of money,
Yeah.
and we're getting the same product for a lot less or like
Uh-huh.
comparable. I wonder if there's a team that's really quarterback hungry who would absorb this contract. We can get from under it, and we could have Browning for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years for next to nothing or just pennies on the dollar. And that'll give us cap space to get pieces around him and make a run. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that'll happen, but it's interesting to put out there.
Yeah.
Um, Aaron, I'm on Cleveland. I hate to say it. I need both these teams to lose. Maybe Cleveland a little bit more than Houston, but Cleveland as a dog is weird. This defense is still balling. Miles Garrett is still doing well. Flacco is just a good presence, even though he's a little pick hungry. But I think it's
Hmm.
CJ. It's gonna be a little too much for CJ Stroud coming off a concussion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you here, dude. Like, I don't like it either. I want it to end. I want the Cleveland to just, you know, downfall, like just stop winning altogether.
Hmm.
Um, but if CJ Stroud can't handle this defense, dude, it's Cleveland's game. And they're the away team, which is really the annoying part about it is because yeah, like you said, their defense is playing as a top tier defense,
Yeah, it is.
and
It's good.
I don't see the Texans defense being able to hold this offense to really, like a score that we saw with Chicago, because I like
Hmm.
Chicago's defense better than I like the Texans defense.
Oh, for sure.
And that's saying something, especially as of late. But
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, Joe's thrown a couple picks, so maybe you could bet on that to happen. He's been pretty consistent there. But
Hmm.
yep, give me the Browns
Brownies,
to
dude. Gosh,
beat
I
the
hate that.
Texans. I hope
Gross.
CJ Stroud has like a really good game.
Yeah,
Just
that'd be
that's all
nice.
I hope for.
He's been really fun for the league. It's
Yeah.
exciting because I don't think anyone saw that immediate success coming,
No.
and then especially like with Bryce Young kind of in the same conversation. So
I mean, do you want to go back and talk about like what we picked for the NFC or AFC South?
we
Because
can get to that another time.
because we did pick Jacksonville, but we were picking them to like run the table. You picked them
Oh
for
yeah,
15-2. I picked them for 11-6. Holden picked them for 13-4. The rest are all losing seasons. Tennessee 7-10 across the board. Indianapolis 3-14. You picked the Texans to be above Indianapolis, obviously, because you said they go 0-17.
whoa,
But
whoa, that could have been any of us.
it could have been anybody, dude. But yeah, it's safe to say the expectations were blown out of the water for this division, and especially the Houston Texans. So if Stroud goes and has a day, I'm not going to be upset.
No, for sure, I'm into that. That being said, we have to move on to another huge stinker, Aaron. Probably make it a quick one here. Washington traveling up I-95 to visit the New Jersey Jets. Jets did not repeat little Zach Wilson
No, no,
performance
they did
against
not.
Miami. Washington, Sam Howell not looking great. Questions of him starting the rest of the year, but I don't see why you wouldn't when I think Jacoby Brissett is out the door at the end of this year. Jets are somehow favored -3. I hate this game so much, but I'm so tempted to take
Yeah,
Commanders to cover.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Not to
it
win.
feels dirty. No, I mean they could win, but I still think the Jets defense is good enough, like to maybe make something happen. Like it, this feels like the game that it was a few weeks ago with Minnesota and the Raiders. Like if this
Hmm.
game finishes 3-0, that sounds right. It's like that's appropriate. This game should be
Yeah,
that bad.
I mean, the over under is 38.5. I can kind of see that being under.
I think I'm gonna, there's my bet. I'm taking the under.
Okay. Yeah, because look, I mean, Sam
Thank
Howell
you.
still leads the league in passing, and that's real nice.
Does he?
Um, but I do see. I mean, like for Washington, you have to believe that this is just like a like audition for other jobs, right? Like you're trying to vie for like people to pick you up later if you're a player on Washington, because I mean you're 4-10. You don't really have any hope for the playoffs. You don't. I mean, because they were
Yeah,
just eliminated for
done.
sure
Done.
this
They were
past
on
week.
an absolute string and that got severed.
Yeah. And so like basically
fishing line.
if you're a free agent or a pending free agent on this team, you're just looking for an audition to look good.
Yeah,
So like that's where I'm kind of like, okay, I could see like I could see some players balling out, at least on defense. But like that being said, I think New Jersey just New Jersey. The Jets have a
yes,
better
sir.
offense. I'm gonna have to roll with the Jets as well.
Yeah, definitely better coaches as well. I think Robert Saleh just has a pride point. I am interested to see what the discussion is between Aaron Rodgers and Jets leadership to see if
Oh
they
yeah.
even throw him out there at all, just to maybe get ready for next year, or just not risk it at all, just shut it down because age is not his friend at this point. I'm going to be on the Jets as well. Sorry, Holden. I mean, oh
Bless
my
you.
goodness. Oh, sorry for the listeners at home.
Bless
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I need him. Yeah, sorry, Tooch, but this game sucks. It
Yep.
sucks.
Yep.
Uh, so we're gonna move on to a better one. Seattle,
Yay.
Tennessee. Who knows what Seattle team we're gonna see? Tennessee. I liked Will Levis. They did me a favor beating those Dolphins.
You did.
You
That
know,
was a quality win for sure.
he's got some grit to him. He's got some moxie. He may not be the guy, but he's got great biceps. You
He
know he's
does
in the
have some
gym
big
at
arms.
least.
Quarterback with big arms. Never saw that coming, you know.
Must be, yeah, him and Derek Carr, man. Maybe they're both on the Mayo. Are there HG? Is there HGH in Mayo?
Oh, there's got to be.
There's
Dukes?
got to
Come
be
on.
tons of
Come on.
creatine, just loads of it.
That's a
See,
secret, dude. It's not the coffee. It's the fucking
dude,
creatine in the mayo.
yeah, that's what they don't tell you. That's what makes it so white and creamy. Um,
Jeez.
Seattle -2.5 here. That can change depending how the game against Philadelphia goes tonight. Aaron, you leaning any sort of way on this game?
Not really. I mean, you could flip a coin just to see. I'm kind of leaning Seattle
Yeah,
just because, like, even if it's Drew Lock in there, dude, DK is a better player than a lot of this Tennessee defense.
assuming if he
And
doesn't get thrown out.
no, well, yeah, if he doesn't have a freaking meltdown again. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. I like what they can do on offense, regardless of who's playing quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm on the Hawks here as well. I'd like to see Tennessee maybe do a little something, just a little fun. But Seattle has something to play for here. They still have a shot at potentially getting a playoff spot and repeating just getting there. So I'm gonna be on that as well. Here we go. Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. Not the same game that we would think of. I think Trevor Lawrence potentially was evaluated for a concussion for a
Hmm.
blow that he received at the end. Intrigued they didn't call that in game. It's funny which ones they let. Oh, we'll let them finish it out. And other ones like, oh, okay, let's take a second look there.
Yeah.
So Macy, was it Blaine Gabbert? That
Yep.
doesn't sound right.
Hold on. No, it's
That other dude, we saw him the other week. You know who I'm talking about. So we may see him, Jacksonville's backup in at quarterback next week. Jacksonville only favors
CJ Beathard.
-1. CJ Beathard, that's who it is. I think they both. No, he went to Iowa. That's what it is.
Hmm.
I always mix up Iowa and Missouri, similar colors. Um, yeah, man, I want to take the Jags here, but they're not looking good. And just I like this Tampa team, so I'm gonna go on Tampa. I'm gonna take Tampa +1. Just sounds ridiculous. I should just take a money line.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think you'd be safe there. I
yeah,
mean, the thing
money
is
line.
like Jacksonville still has a good offense, and I think
Do
you're gonna see
they? Is
you're
Christian Kirk gonna be back, Aaron? Would have
no,
been
but your
nice.
favorite Calvin Ridley is gonna be there, dude.
Hey, he actually, all right, it's not a fantasy thing, but it's kind of my cope. Um, he draws the most penalties out of any wide receiver in the league. So I'm just saying, I hate how he's used in that role. It would be
Okay,
great if those yards would have counted at any
at
point.
any point during the season.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool, 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 cool. So he still helps the offense, but he doesn't help my team.
Yeah, no,
So I'm the victim here.
you are. It's
I'm,
totally his fault.
I gotta write Doug
Strictly,
Peterson. All right,
you really do. Yeah, right. The owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Be like, hey man, what are you doing to me?
Shad Khan.
Yeah, Shad Khan, you're hurting me, bud. You're a con artist. Stealing my money.
With that
Um,
mustache.
I mean, but yeah, I like the way Beathard plays with Evan Ingram, and I
Yeah.
like Travis Etienne for my fantasy team because I'm just coming off of a bye week this week, second seed bye, yeah. And I think I play Ryan this coming week, which
Gross.
I'm gonna need all the points in
Disgusting.
the world with your boy Rashad White scoring 20 plus points every single freaking game.
Allegedly.
So this could be my downfall because prior to the season, like getting around like week 5, Ryan tried to trade me Rashad White and like DJ Moore for AJ Brown
Hmm.
and like another running back, I think. And I turned it down because I was like, AJ Brown's my best player. I got to keep him. And I was like, Rashad White is inconsistent. And since then, he has scored nothing below like 19 points since that week. And
Hmm.
Ryan continually lets me know. So this is the game. He stops doing that, and it's gonna be Jacksonville. Josh Allen on Jacksonville is gonna shut
Love
him
Josh
down.
Allen. Yep.
We do. We love us some Josh Allen. And you know who else we love? We love Mike Evans because he's on the other side of the ball on my fantasy team, and I need him to score.
Dude, he's so
Hmm.
good. Aegis Wonder. He's just, gosh,
I mean, 1,000 yards a season, dude. That's
dude,
like
just picturesque. He's still got it.
it's the
What a
definition of
beauty. What a beauty.
consistent.
Just like he's so nice. Keeping it
So
rolling here
yeah,
with good games. Now we got bad games hopefully out of the way, I think, for the rest of the slate here. Dallas is playing Miami. Bills just beat Big D, but I'm sorry we beat that ass so bad, but now I need a favor from them.
oof,
I need them to beat Miami.
that's a big
Things
favor,
I know it is. I know
especially
it
with
is. I
Tyreek
think
coming back.
allegedly, I mean, dude, ankle injuries can be testy. I think they
Can
need
they?
to sit him for the rest of the
He
season.
needs rest, dude.
He
You're already gonna
does.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, like come on, like it's Waddle. Dude, I hate Waddle
Yeah,
too.
no Tyreek, no
Um,
problem last week, but
this is where I'm going to be biased because I think Dallas does kind of need this game a little bit, and they're kind of embarrassed. I think they're going to hopefully come out with a fire lit under them of just like, oh, we're not good on the road. Well, hey, watch this. And also Miami, Tua does not do well if you can get pass rush on. If you can get pressure on him, he kind of folds a little. So hopefully they can get
feel
Micah
that.
Parsons involved, and hopefully Miami is not watching this Bills tape of how we completely eliminated him from the game scheme.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm on Dallas here. I'm gonna take a money line.
All right.
Dallas
Money
is
line. All right.
do me a favor. Do me a favor, Big D. I'm sorry. All right. But
I'm sorry. Can you run it
enemy of
back?
my enemy is my friend, you know?
That's true.
It's really what it is.
True.
Desperate
Um,
times, desperate times.
that's the thing, and I was thinking about it earlier, and I talked with you during the pregame chat. It was like, does Dallas just take that and fall apart, or was that just an anomaly with a bunch of, wet, bad weather? Like Dak will
Could
still
also
get back to
say
form,
illness.
illness, maybe.
I know several of their players were dealing with an illness prior
Really?
to coming. Yeah, and there were questions of them being questionable, notably Stephon Gilmore and some others. And Mike
Mm.
McCarthy was like, nah, you're shooting up anyway. So
Get
it
out
does
there.
make you wonder. But that being said, there's only so many excuses you can make for being
That's
beat
true.
that bad.
That's true. Um, I think I'm gonna take Miami. Miami in Miami.
Come on, Aaron.
I know, dude.
You need
But
AFC teams to lose too. Don't even
no, I
play.
don't. I don't. We're not making the playoffs, dude.
Dude, you
We,
can make the yachts,
we
dude.
need
All right.
every good team right now to lose and the
Yeah.
Steelers to win out. The Steelers
Yeah.
are not
Dude,
going to win out.
you don't know that.
I would be very surprised if Mike Tomlin finagled away to end up 9-8
Dude,
again.
if you just went out, according to my calculations, which are, gosh, so good, you'll get the sixth seed. You'd be 10-7.
How many AFC teams have to lose for that to happen?
All right.
Every single one of them.
No, no, no. I'll send you this after the thing, but it's literally just you winning all your games and then like me being favorable. Here, let's tweak it. Let's say somehow Miami wins. Okay, so you need Miami to lose. You need to win out. You need Miami to lose. There's probably some other different scenarios there, but that is one that you will get in the offs if that happens. So I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying it's not totally over. You need a lot. We need a lot. Like so, but crazier things have happened. If Baltimore has the first seed locked up, maybe there are some starters against y'all and you can squeak in. I really shouldn't be carrying this much. I don't know.
You know what? You've convinced me. We are partially biased on this show.
Let's go, Big D. Dude, you and Chase can watch the game together finally.
Dude.
Love it. Love that.
Yeah, I love that.
Dude, who's the guy in the chat who was at the game?
Oh, Andrew, I believe.
I guess, is he a Bills guy?
No, he's a Dallas fan.
That's so funny because the way he was texting, he did not seem like a Dallas fan.
No, I think he was just happy to be there.
Oh, where
As soon as you
drive up
guys
from
went up,
Richmond?
yeah, I think so.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah. Or no, I think he's studying at Penn State right now. I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
not
the
that bad
case.
then.
Yeah. So I mean, what, like a 3 or 4 hour drive, I guess.
Yeah, like tops.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. That's
So
sick.
yeah, but it's funny because yeah, he was like, I'm Fortnite emoting in the stands right now, just to like make things light of a torrential downpour in Buffalo of points
Football
and
weather,
rain.
baby.
Yeah.
Football weather.
So I mean, good for him to make the best of that situation because watching his team get clocked is just not a fun time.
No, not at all. Not at all. Keeping it rolling here. Arizona playing Chicago. I got some skin in this game, Aaron. I guess I'll divulge some things. Hopefully, we won't speak it into existence, but also speak it into existence. Knock on wood. I took the Arizona win total under. It was at three and a
Okay.
half. They sit
Okay.
exactly at 3 games. I need them to lose out to win this bet.
Oh,
So I'm on Chicago.
okay.
I'm
You're
staying away from
bearing
the spread.
down?
I'm bear. It's bear weather, dude. It's
Ooh,
Christmas. Chi Town. Come on, bro.
ooh. Christmas in Chi-Town? Hey, man,
Christmas in Chirac. Come on, bro.
oh, gee.
Chee-
Anyways.
Chief Keef
Um,
just released a new album.
did he really?
Yeah, I didn't listen to it, but it's a follow
Yeah.
up from the one that came out when we were in high school.
Oh,
It's literally a sequel.
like 10 years later?
Yeah, hey, dude.
Oh,
Art.
God.
I don't know. Music.
Hey, yeah,
Chief
you're
Keef.
right. You're right.
Sosa.
They said he fell off. They said he's not a hitter, you know?
Yeah, next person that says Chief Keef a fake, I'm beating their ass.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. That's... Anyways,
Who are you on?
um,
Who you pick? Is it that hard a decision, Aaron?
yes, because I bared down
Why?
last week,
Yeah.
and they are who we thought they were. You know what?
Oh,
I'll bear
dude.
down a second time, I
Yes,
guess.
dude.
It's at
Keep
home.
bearing, dude. Come on.
Montez Sweat still had a pretty good game against the
You want a fun
Cleveland
fact about
Browns.
Montez Sweat?
Sure.
He's the sack leader for 2 teams.
Really?
Yep, he is still the sack leader for Washington, and he's also the sack leader for Chicago. Isn't that fun? He's
Good for
had
him.
over
Good for
5
him.
on both teams. Pretty neat, yeah.
That's
Shout out Montez Sweat.
dude, especially in the amount of time it took for him to get that production going in Chicago. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, no. Hey, man, they got something not too terrible going on down there. We're up there. They need to see a few things here. Keep it moving, keeping the pace, keeping the vibes. New England at Denver. I hate this game. I want to throw up. Low key, kind of need Denver to lose, kind of don't. It would just be better if they do lose, but I'm not going to cheer for New England. Rumors swirling. Bill Belichick parting ways at the end of the season, no
I've
matter
seen
what.
that.
Apparently, after week 10, it was decided.
Yeah,
Who
you saw that guy's source, right?
No.
It was Trust Me, Bro. You ever heard of
Stop.
him? Dude, no,
No.
it was a like local
My
like
hopes
Boston
dashed.
like what's it called? Like Boston beat writer.
Oh,
And he was
yeah.
like, yeah, one of my sources, not gonna name who, said that or it was an anonymous source. It's like, yeah, Belichick's been out since whatever, yeah, week 10, whatever that loss was.
hmm
And it was just sort of like, all right, so who's your source? Like, no one else is corroborating this.
I ain't got a source, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, bro. So,
Trust me, bro.
I would kind of like to see. I would like to see Jim Harbaugh in LA, and maybe send Bill to like I don't know the Raiders. But then they would be getting rid
Maybe.
of Pierce. So
Well,
I don't know.
hey, you know who is at least a partial owner of the Raiders, right?
Tim Brady.
Tim Brody, bro.
Tim Brady,
Back
dude.
together again. Except roles
Ah,
reversed.
yeah, he's his boss. Oh no.
It's just like Undercover Boss.
Hey, Bill. It's good to see you at work today.
Yeah, it's like let's run some drills.
Oh my God.
No, we're
Um,
not drafting this lineman in the first.
No,
with
we
a
need
third
wide
round grade.
receivers.
Yeah.
With that being said, I
Ah,
think I'm gonna pick Denver as a bounce back. I know that New England's defense has been playing really well.
yeah. Still
Albeit
decent.
losing to Kansas City, but still getting like 3 picks on him and like 4 sacks. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna pick Denver here, and in hopes that they continue doing what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm on Denver as well. I don't know if I need to really say that. I'm also taking -6. I
Ooh,
just, yeah, that seems right. This seems like a touchdown game. Feels like it should. Denver's still trying to play for something. Pats are just utterly hopeless, which is so nice. Shout out to all my Pats fans. JK, I ain't got none. Next game, Las Vegas, Kansas City. There's a part of me deep down, that wants to see the Chiefs
is
lose. I
there?
don't know why.
Is there?
It just does. And probably like, what if Vegas? What if their epic game against the Chargers wasn't just a fluke and they do it again and some other crazy stuff happens? But I don't think
I
that's
don't.
gonna happen.
Look, I mean, the parity of the league this
I'm like, I can't
season,
say no. I can't say without a doubt that
right?
wouldn't
There's
happen.
still a chance.
There's still a
Still a
chance.
chance.
There's still a chance.
So how deep is this feeling? How where we feeling, Sean?
I do love the idea of Kansas City not having a home game. Like, just like, yes,
Keeping them
Panther
the
Patrick
second seed.
Mahomes. Like, let's see how you fare on the road, huh? Let's see how the rest of us live, huh?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I mean, you'd need him to like drop to a third seed or something. You'd need him to like actually have to play
yeah, I would
somebody of
need
substance.
him to lose some games. So let's
Because
see what
like
happens if they lose out.
I mean, look, if they ended up playing the Steelers in the seventh seed again, that's flashbacks for me.
The lowest they can get is a fourth seed at this point.
And they would have to lose out.
They would just have to lose their next two games, which would be this one, and then also against the Bengals next week.
Hmm.
So Bengals is maybe possible, but
Eh.
last week I don't know. But just to make it quick, I'm gonna take Kansas City. Not overthink it. They beat this team by more than this spread, so
Hmm.
and they're at home, so I'm gonna take -10 as well on my card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
any reason
I'm
to fade?
following. No, no,
Yeah,
I don't care how deep that feeling is about you wanting them to lose. It's more than likely not going to happen. That's the comfortable way to put it.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I see the Chiefs rolling here,
yeah.
especially at
Nice.
home.
Oh, all right, Giants, Philly. This is another one. Tommy Cutlets. Tommy
Tommy
Cutlets.
Cutlets.
Dude, we gotta keep Tommy Cutlets in the league. I love it. I love the story. It makes it entertaining.
It
But
does.
they're gonna be playing in Philadelphia. Philly's favorite 10.5. That seems a little. Is that too large for a division game
For a division game, probably,
with a Philly
but
team on a slide potentially?
so it'll depend how they play against Seattle. Because if
Mhm.
that defense is as fraudulent as it seems,
No Darius Slay tonight.
ooh,
Had a
uh,
had a knee scope.
oh wow, I don't know who their second string is. I know
That doesn't
Bradbury's out
matter.
there, but
I also heard they switched over defensive play calling responsibilities.
yeah, to Matt Patricia.
Yeah, super
Because
weird, right? I forgot that dude
well,
was in the league.
so apparently, Philadelphia defenders don't believe that the guy who is the DC is like has exudes confidence. Apparently
Ooh.
they don't trust him as a man, which is
Yeah.
crazy for an
Is that
NFL
verbatim?
coach. Yeah, there was a thing from JPaw. Shout out JPaw, gives us a lot of our insider
Sure.
information.
Dude, that's
They were
hilarious.
they were saying like, yeah, Philadelphia defensive players don't see him as like a leader of men because he doesn't exude confidence. And it's like,
Dude, that's
I
so
guess,
extreme.
I mean, like you got to compare that to who was the defensive coordinator last season, with the Arizona Cardinals head coach. It's just
Hmm.
like he just doesn't have that fire in his gut, dude.
You
He
take
just
the
doesn't
bus to
have
work
that
today?
fire. I guess. Good, good.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with that to an extent because I feel Philly's defense, especially, has been different than what we saw last year,
Way less
and I
physical.
feel there's a ton of star power on that side of the ball
Yeah.
as
With
well.
that being said, I'm gonna take Philly. I know it might be a little closer, so maybe you run a little bit of what's it called? Uh, alt
Yeah, alt
spread.
that down. Yeah.
Yeah, alt that down. Yeah,
Okay.
you'd probably be safer there.
No, for sure. I'm with you. I'm on Philly here. Depending how things go tonight, if But then I might not get the spread at this number. I'll probably take it anyway. It's an unofficial pick. It's a lean. It's a lean.
Okay.
But I mean, but then that will help me if the Birds lose for this line here. I'm on the Birds. I'm staying away from the spread. I guess that's enough about it. I'll note it if otherwise. Move on to our last game of the slate, a Super Bowl rematch here
Hmm.
from way back when
Yeah.
two brothers were coaching.
Arguably the biggest game of the season. Arguably.
It it is. It is huge. Baltimore at San Francisco. San Fran favorite -5.5. I don't see that changing too much. If anything, I see it going more in San Fran's favor.
Yeah.
I want San Fran. This Baltimore team's good. I still don't think they're great. The defense has shocked me. What was it, that one D lineman? He's had half a sack in 11 straight
Oh,
games at least. Some like second
I
year
forget
guy.
who it is. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
know his
watch
name off
those
the top of my
games.
head. Not really a huge. Yeah, he's not a household name really. You would probably, yeah, but big deal on that. So I'm on San Fran. I'm taking the points. I don't want to say this is quite a potential Super Bowl matchup, but I mean, who knows?
I mean, it pretty much is. I mean, both
It's a playoff game.
one seeds, both first seeds. So I
Hmm.
mean, I could definitely see it happening. I am gonna tail you here because screw the Ratbirds.
That's right. Also, shout out Burke May.
Yeah, shout out Burke May.
Love Burke
Shout out
May.
Andrew for the Ravens. I don't know, man. Like the thing is, the Ravens continue to like they did well against Jacksonville, but what they only scored like 27 points.
Yeah,
So I mean, like,
they weren't exactly on all cylinders, especially for how many
right,
mistakes that Jacksonville made, and also considering them
right.
missing 2 field goals and then turning the ball over in the red zone. Yeah, that
23
game should have been
points,
closer.
23-7. Like
Yeah.
if that's how you're gonna play Jacksonville when they're not totally healthy,
Hmm.
the San Francisco 49ers are gonna roll, and
Hottest team in the league by
I'd
far.
love to see that. So
CMC MVP or Brock Purdy MVP
I, um, I think you
or Brock
consider.
Purdy comeback of the year.
Is he allowed to?
I don't know. Well, he wasn't in the playoffs last year, so
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, he did get hurt in the playoffs, but no. If anything, I think you consider CMC the front runner there first,
So good.
or
So
hear me
good.
out, Trent Williams.
I love Trent Williams. I love the silverback. For those of the folks at home, you saw the Robin Big thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, print the shirts.
Like that's what I'm saying, dude. Like Trent Williams. Like first off, like that would be
Ageless
the
wonder.
ageless wonder,
Such a beauty.
easily like acclaimed by NFL players, past and present. Say he's the best NFL player in the league right now. Like just overall
Yeah.
player, just dominates his position.
Especially for
Whatever.
his age, kind of odd.
Yeah.
He's
And
probably on
so,
that list of top 10 people I would not want to get in a fight with.
oh hell, I mean, jeez, that list goes
That's a
on.
long
But
list, but
yeah, but like we always talk about MVP being like a quarterback kind of award, and I would be kind of pissed if CMC won it,
Mhm.
especially with how well, or not CMC, Brock Purdy. If Brock Purdy
Yeah,
won it, I would rather see CMC. And like I know that's an indictment to people who, always think Brock Purdy is not a system quarterback, and I don't think he totally is, but like there's got to
he's a
be
good athlete.
he's a great athlete, and he does well with the system he's in. But I'm not saying he's a system quarterback. Not saying that.
He's set up for success for sure. But at the
He
same
is.
time, dude can throw, dude can move.
I just think he's always going to get that rap of being a system quarterback until he's on a different team. And that's just how it is. I mean, that's what
Mm.
happened with Tom Brady.
Yes,
And so,
Kyrie Irving it.
yeah. And it's, that's kind of a good conversation to be in your second year and
For
you're on
sure.
a rookie contract. I mean,
I'll be
sky's the
excited to
limit.
see what he gets paid if they stick with him.
That's true.
It is a
That would
crazy
be
one.
true. So, yeah. San Fran.
Nice. Well, I think that's about does it for our picks.
Yo,
So now we got our best bets.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Aaron, start us off. What's your best bet of the week?
My best bet,
Best bet.
the best bet,
The best bet.
Buffalo -11 on ESPN. I know it's 10.5 on DK.
You don't just steal my best bet. How dare you?
Never mind, dude.
No. Great bet. Great bet. You got it. Next time, rock,
Oh.
paper, scissors.
Okay, all right, deal.
Deal.
So yeah, that's my best bet of the week. But
Nice.
some other bets that I like on my card are
Mm.
Indianapolis minus 2.5
That's a good one.
via ESPN, and
Good pick.
Philadelphia minus 10.5. I know it's kind of a lot for a division
Mhm.
game, but the Philadelphia Eagles have had the Giants number before. I don't see
Mhm.
that changing here.
Darn it, Aaron. Okay. Shoot.
I
All
mean,
right. Well,
you can reuse it. I mean,
we can't have the same that best bet. Where's the fun in that? Yeah. I mean, Buffalo was gonna be my best bet. I mean, Buffalo, red hot, piping hot, smoking hot. On a slightly shortish week because got to travel to the West Coast, got to play a day early.
Saturday.
But yeah, but Chargers absolutely reeling with just all the bad news you could ever not want to have. So that would be it. But I guess my backup, wild card. I have not taken any overs or unders this year. I'm gonna take my first one. Let's do Washington Jets under 38.
Let's go.
Let's just ride. Let's get a little frisky with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a money line parlay.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Buffalo, Green Bay, Kansas City, Philadelphia.
Okay.
Not super great, but plus 135.
That's not
Double your
bad.
money, double your fun.
Let's go.
That's all we can do here.
Lock
That's
it
it.
in.
Lock it in, dude. You know, we got a few short weeks, critical weeks. I know you're stressed. I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I don't know about the folks at home, but everyone's looking at these last remaining spots, and it is a tight race. This is probably the most competitive it's been these last couple spots in a long time.
Yep. Yep.
So
So
let's hope every AFC team loses. That's not our own.
exactly.
Damn.
That's where we're at, I guess.
That's
So
life, dude. That's football, man. But for all the folks at home, soaking in, have a Merry Christmas. I know we'll probably get a Christmas episode next week, but yeah, spend some time, watch some ball. Hope you win all your bets.
ow, yes.
Gotta make up for this Christmas shopping.
Oh my gosh, dude. Tis the season, man.
And fight
Tis
this
the
damn
season.
inflation.
Yes, dude. Shrinkflation, dude. It's real.
It's real. But yeah, but we'll catch you next time. Go Bills.
Yes, sir. Go Steelers. Just win one.
Oh, wait, Aaron, I almost forgot.
Huh?
And this is
Oh my god.
Partially Biased.
Biased.
The show with biased takes from biased fans. Partially. Love you. Bye.